What's up, everybody? XCLG grinding here. We're gonna go through and do some co-op missions with you guys. Okay, now we're doing this on the expert difficulty because we want to get through and we want to work on our pursuits. Like I told you, since the last DLC came out, Grinding has been working on his pursuits and trying to get his ego up and working on weapons and synergies and all kind of good stuff. So like I was telling you before about the synergy video for the weapons, I got something I've been putting together for you guys. So a little bit more patience and it'll be ready for me to put on out for you. But today we're going to do Soleptor Enterprise. Why do I keep saying that? I told Obi that same thing this morning. Soleptor Excavation, forgive me. This is one of the older co-op maps that they had in the game. But like I was telling you, since the last DLC was put in, they've given it different difficulties now. So we have normal, I think it's standard, and there's one in the middle, and then I know there's expert. Okay, so expert is no joke. Expert automatically puts our threat rating at a level 10, which means that we're pretty much going to be getting double of every single type of enemy on the field. So this is going to be a pretty long fight, but we're not going to be here. You're not going to spend all that time with this. As a matter of fact, I can tell you right now, it took me like an hour and 40 minutes with these guys to get through to the end of the game. That's how many enemies there were in this level. And maybe it helped. It kind of made things a little bit worse because everybody in here is not a real extremely high ego. And I'm gonna tell you now, since the last DLC was put in, you know, ego ranking really makes a difference. It's just like any other MMO now when it comes to your level and where you can go and what the enemies do against you, the damage you do against the enemies. It depends on your weapons. It depends on the rarity of the weapons. It depends on a lot of stuff. What kind of mods you've got on it, in and out. All kinds of stuff makes a difference in everything. So I'm gonna tell you, I've been having a blast. So I say it again. I think I've been saying it in every single Defiance vid that I put out since the DLC was released. Come back to Defiance, Arc Hunters. It's good times in here. Now I'm gonna tell you, if you're not a 5,000 or if you're making your way up to 5,000, you will have a fight. Okay, the way that they have the threat system set up now, it automatically, like, depending on your ego level, that is what makes the threat rating, right? So if there's more of you, more Arc Hunters come in to help you out in a specific area or a specific event, that threat level is automatically gonna rise, okay? And it's gonna depend on their ego ranking as well. Now if there comes into more people, just more people come in, it's not going to even really matter about their ego ranking. It's just going to jack up to 10 and let all of you have a good time. So it's been good. Like I'm gonna tell you, they put out a patch, and that was patch 1.505, and it kind of slimmed down the difficulty that the threat rating has had. It was really crazy. But I also heard through the grapevine that they might be setting it back in because I guess, you know, you got people on the forums hollering, oh, it's so easy. But the thing about it, right, the people who are on the forums hollering about how easy the game is or whatever, the game is not that easy. It's not. It's actually a lot of fun. Easy was how the game was set up before, because every enemy type that you ever run across was pretty much the same level, and they just died. You know what I mean? It really wasn't a challenge that much, guys. It just wasn't. But now it's just, I don't know, it's just so much more fun that we got all this stuff in, and everything really makes a difference. You know, it just makes it so much more interesting to play, I guess you could say like that. But hey, so as you can see, right, look at the amount of enemies that are in here right now. And the gun that I'm using, I'm just gonna let you know right now, because I was working on my sawed-off and I'm working on my level, trying to get level 20 proficiency, which I actually did get a level 20 proficiency before I was able to get done with this map, which is amazing. Okay, so I'm telling you, people, that's another little thing I like. You know, for those of you who are trying to work on weapons and stuff like that, now is the time to come back and play Defiance, okay, for you to get that done before they end up changing it, because it's a good time, guys. I'm telling you, come on back, check out the game, have some fun, level some weapons, get your butt kicked. All that's going to happen. I promise you it's going to happen. So as we make our way through, right, at the end of this thing, we've got something crazy for you to show you. We got, instead of, I know like a lot of you who have played this map, Defiance, all you Arc Hunters out there, you know there's a big Hulker at the end of this thing. Got a surprise for you when we get to the end this time. Oh my goodness. Remember now, that threat rating makes a big difference, okay? Not only in the health and damage that the enemies take, but not the health and the health and damage that the enemies do, and they also deliver a lot more damage, guys, a lot more. Okay, so make sure you keep that in mind and play smart, play with your team. You see me stand back here with my team. You see us kind of like letting them come on out, and we're using some specific things. My courier, right? My courier is pretty nice. I like to use the courier as my sawed-off. It not only does a lot of damage, but it gets that it has that AOE. You know what I mean? It's an explosive weapon, so it has that nice AOE damage. And so you see me just lobbing it into all those big groups of enemies, getting all those big juicy numbers off of them. That's oh my gosh, that's the way to do it. If you're okay. In this level, you're gonna see me pull out this, and you're gonna also see me use a cluster shot, which is another shotgun. It's on the combat shotgun side, because like I told you, I did get my sawed off to level 20. See, there it is, level 20 on the sawed off. So we're gonna switch it up here and start working on something else. That's how I am. I got my what am I using? My long bolt, my bolt action long bolt. Trying to be messing up, but I'm using my bolt action, and I'm working on my shotgun. So now I've switched it up. I'm going to be using my my cluster shot now, which combat shotgun. You see that in my hand now, so we're going to be working on that, and of course my my sniper rifle. Okay, the bolt action sniper rifle to be exact. And I'm going to tell y'all something else. If you haven't gotten one like bolt action sniper rifles, the Inganaki. It's from the 7th Legion DLC. It is a VBI type sniper rifle that you can get from the underpass. Okay, if you go over there and you're doing some 7th Legion, got some 7th Legion reputation, and if you're wondering how you can build that, incursions. Okay, so that's what you got to do to build your 7th Legion reputation. What you do is you take some reputation, you go on over there to the underpass in San Francisco. There's going to be a lockbox there. 7th Legion has a vendor there, so we jump in there and you can spend some of your reputation to buy different lockboxes from them, and they give you different, just like different gear. So if you might get lucky and find you a nice Inganaki sniper rifle, if you are into sniping. I love the sniping since they fixed it. They fixed it a long time ago, but it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun, and that sniper rifle seems to be just awesome. I really, really enjoy that sniper rifle. It does crazy damage. So if you're looking for a good one, that's the one you might want to try out, okay? So here we are. We have made it to the end of the map, right? We're getting ready to go against the final boss to get ourselves out of here. Now, yeah, do what he says. Oh, poor guy. He just got ran over. But this is what happens, okay? Me and my whole group, those other 3 guys that were in here with me, they all failed. Well, I can't say they failed. We failed. We failed as a team. We failed miserably. I'm telling you, it was miserable. It was horrible. I think we died like, I don't know, 6 or 7 times. And I was on the headset with Obi while I was doing this, and I'm like, Obi, these guys are killing me. They weren't working together as a team. You know what I mean? They really weren't. And then it's like the time where they did start to work as a team was like towards one of the last times that we were trying to fight. And then after they failed that one time, everybody left. And I was just sitting here. There was one other guy with me. And then my man Obi was like, I'm coming to help you. He didn't even tell me. He just jumped in like, bam, he was there. I was like, oh, that's what's up. So he comes in, and you know what happens? He and I end up duoing. We ended up just tag teaming the the bosses. So we beat the Hulkers, just the 2 of us. Oh my gosh, but I'm gonna tell you something. What really made the big difference was Obi. Because Obi is over a 5,000, and like I said it before, we're in here. You see my threat rating is a 10, and I'm a 4750 with that boost, but it's not helping that much. It doesn't really help when it comes to the damage that you can take. Now, it does allow you to put more damage out, but it just doesn't help you with the damage that you can take for the most part. I can't tell a difference in that at all. So we end up doing this thing together. I guess it just kind of worked out, and it was awesome. So I got to send a big shout out to my dog, Obi. What's up, dog? Thank you so much for helping me out. So we won. It was crazy. We actually got it. So there it is, people. Soleptor excavation on expert difficulty completed for you guys, okay? So make sure you go through, look at your weapons correctly, guys. Make sure you come in here planned, because if you don't, you're gonna fail, okay? So have a great time. I hope you all have a great day. Thanks for watching. I had a great time talking to you, and I'll look for you guys in the next vid, okay? Everybody, have a fantastic day. Later.